Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome back to Kenco F1 after a 2-week break. We're back here in Singapore this evening. Although it's known for bad weather, we've got very lucky tonight with a full dry race and quali session. Round 5 of 10 in Kenco F1 and halfway through the season where Mercedes still lead the Constructors' Championships, followed by McLaren and Ferrari. Both the qualifying and race will be going ahead tonight as we set up for a full qualifying 50% Singapore Grand Prix, where drivers will be racing 31 laps around this world-famous Marina-based circuit. Taking a look at this circuit then, a few changes since last year in 2022, 31 laps still remain, 3 DRS zones, and Carlos Sainz this year taking pole time of a 1:30.984. That's the benchmark we're aiming for today. There are 19 turns here, 12 to the left, 7 to the right, whereby 4 turns, turns 16 through to 19 on last year's layout has been removed this year and aimed to provide for better racing. Into turn 1 and 2, back 12 years ago now, Rosberg and Perez went fighting down into turn 1, side by side before Perez dived off the track. Running out of room, not the first time we've seen Perez off track. Moving on down the street lights into turn 7 though, where last year Verstappen locked up on the inside of Norris, going straight on and pirouetting around a 180 before getting back on the track. And turn 14 isn't a normal place for overtaking, but Kubica and Hulkenberg managed it back in 2010, where will we be seeing this sort of racing during the race today? And tyre compounds for this weekend coming. Pirelli have opted for the softest compounds in their range, C5, C4 and C3 hard tyres. I wonder what strategy people have chosen today, and hopefully a lot less safety cars than there were in Belgium. So let's get the Singapore Grand Prix and 5th round of Kenco F1 Season 4 underway. Hello everybody. A very good evening. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and I'm just getting your thing in. There you go. Cold. He nails these introductions, doesn't he? I try my best, mate. I try my best. If anyone needs an invite, do let me know. A very warm welcome, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well. It's been a few weeks since we've been on F1. It's been a few. But hopefully everyone is well. If you haven't been here before, I will just explain kind of what's going on. Basically, it's Kenco F1. We're on Season 4 already. And we have, I believe, about 17, 18 drivers. And we have 3 sets of softs. They will be used in the race. Okay, that's fine. I don't understand the message, Max. Monkey, hello, welcome. Yain, I can send you another invite if you need one, mate. I can send you another one. We never caught the intro before, so cool. Let's go. I'm glad you like it, mate. I'm glad you like it. I put time into it, to be fair. It's pre-recorded, so it does take a while to sort of get everyone sort of get it all sorted out, but there you go. Hang on, have I just invited the right person? I've just sent an invite to Josh. What am I doing? Hang on, bear with me. Sorry, it would help. I mean, I don't know where Jamie is. I need Jamie to send out these invites because I'm multitasking. Yeah, and if you haven't got one, let me know. I don't know I can't see you on my list, mate. I don't know if you're still offline or something. Read it again, huh? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. By the way, changes. I need to explain everything. Hang on, let's go to the main scene for a second. So there's a slight change of pace today. We are in a short qualifying session. We do have only 18 minutes, only 50 minutes left of qualifying, and then we're jumping straight into the race. Still need one. Bear with. I don't know why. You're not showing up on my friends list, Cheyenne. Can you ping Jamie if... Hang on. Let me see if you're here now. Ah, you're there now. Give that a go, mate. You should have one. You should have one. You're welcome, Hoverboard, mate. Anytime, mate. Anytime. Yes, so we're around Singapore. It's night time. Yain's joined. Let's go. I think that's everybody accounted for. If there's anybody missing, I hope Yain can take control of his Alpine, by the way. Mrs. Clan, no problem. Thank you very much for tuning in anyway. Enjoy your evening out. The alerts are going to be muted today as well. They're always muted for these sort of F1 streams. Which I'm sure you can understand in a way. At the moment, it's just me anyway commentating. A few weeks ago we had Joel. Josh is actually racing today, so you might have just put up with me, but it's not the end of the world. I will try and do my best. The reflections are so good. Yeah, all my graphics are on the highest they possibly can. I think I've got a game filter on as well, so the game looks absolutely stunning for you guys. But if we have a look at the Just quickly, because I don't know if we'll have enough time other than the formation lap. This is currently how the standings are. So while everyone's sort of setting their hot laps, we'll go and also get, I suppose we can get the lap timer on as well on the stream. But yeah, this is currently how the Drivers' Championship looked like. So we've got Max Chapman, 102 points in the lead, followed by Jack Hopkins, Torben, Jake in 27, 24, 23, and then everyone's sort of very similar around the 20 mark at the moment. But all this can change anyway. So what is it, 26 points up for grabs. So I think regardless of the outcome of this race, Max would still very much be in the lead. However, anything can happen. Obviously, Jack could, you know, get a lot closer to Max or vice versa. And then the Constructors is currently looking like this. So McLaren are doing very well there, P2. I think most of them points are actually from Jack. Noah's sort of creeping up behind, but he'll get there. The same with Mercedes, actually. I think, yeah... actually, to be fair, Mercedes is a better split. McLaren is, I mean, Noah's first. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Wet tyres are grippy, by the way, the strat. If that's the way you want to go at McLaren, then that's the way you can go at McLaren. But yeah, we got drivers on hot laps already anyway. This is Jack Hopkins on, I believe, a hot lap at the moment. This will be his first hot lap. Joe Bean's 128.7 currently. That sets, I guess, the benchmark. There's only 30 minutes left, so we're only going to probably see about 2 or 3 runs from each driver, give or take. But yeah, but this will obviously set the grid as well for everybody else. But yeah, Jack says invite only. I mean, if I had you on Steam, Jack, I would invite you. You're more than welcome. There's about 1 slot free, I think. You're spectating Yai, and you need to Yai, and in your spectating options, you need to take control of your car. So if you spectate yourself, press like enter or something, you can take control of your car. As far as I'm concerned, there is a way of doing it. Jack Hopkins there for 130.4. I don't know if that's his optimal best, but it wasn't the best lap. I definitely know there's more pace under that McLaren for Jack Hopkins as his teammate Noah Lockwood leaves the pits. We've got a full grid of everyone today, though. Oh, well. Yeah, hang on a minute. I don't know if Yaren's actually watching the stream. Car in the spectate options. Sports gaming. Sorry, I'm multitasking today. It's going to be crazy. What the hell? So realistic, Hurricane. Do you like the game? I mean, the game's been out ages. The game's been out ages. We've got all the graphics going on as well, guys. So obviously, you know, looks like Jake Chapman there goes P3 with that lap. I don't know what time that is actually. What's that? A 129.8 from Jake. So just into the 130s. I guess that's what we're aiming for, really. Obviously, Track Evolution will be picking up as the session goes on. But yeah, as things stand, Jan, let me know if you can get control of your car again, by the way. Let me know if you can get control of your car. So what has Ian brought? Oh, honestly, Carpenter, mate, everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. No, it's fine. It's all going well. Currently, it's a Red Bull 1-2, though, if things stay the same as they are. However, we do have a Mercedes of Max Chapman on outlap. We've also got, I believe, what's that? Dan Shaw, P5 at the moment. He's diving in the pits, probably to change his tyres there. They do look a little bit Griff. I don't know if he's gone off track there or just gone on some marbles, but they don't look the best tyres in the world. We'll jump over down to what have we got? Archie Middlefell, I think, is on a hot lap, and Noah Lockwood as well. I don't know where the lap timer's gone. We did have the lap timer. It obviously only works on people currently on a hot lap. But yeah, hopefully. I've lost my voice from earlier. I was live for like 4.5 hours doing a flight sim, and that's never a good thing, but it's fine. My voice will come back. Archie Middlefell on personal best per Sector 1 and Sector 2, though. It's going to be close to a 130. Oh, it's gone over a 130 there. P8 for Archie Middlefell. If we jump over to, I think Noah Lockwood and Max Chapman are on a hot lap currently. I don't know if it's going to show up or if Noah's not on hot. Noah is on a hot lap, so he has just started going through Sector 1. As Ruben has retired from the session, his time will still remain, though. It might cause a yellow flag or two. It's somewhere in the session, but that is Ruben out of qualifying. He still can race, and his time of a 120, what's that, a 129.5 will remain. But yeah, that's the first DNF of the session currently. Got stuck on the curb. Oh no. Straight into a wall by any chance? That's very unlucky. That is very, very unlucky. Oh, sorry. If it is too loud, please let me know. Please let me know. Did you get my Discord DM, Cheap Air Fry? I'll have a look in a minute when I can, Ollie. I haven't actually had chance, unfortunately, yet. Sorry, I'm all over the place. There you go. We should be all right. Noah's currently down, unfortunately, on his time. Max Chapman, is he on a hot lap? He's gone P2. Sorry, I'm all over the place. This is why I need someone else here. Max Chapman's gone P2. He's unable to go quicker than Joe Bean at the moment, but a 1:29.2 is a reasonable time there. 4 tenths behind Joe Bean, but he will definitely want to be improving that time. As we jump over down the list, everybody has set a time on the board apart from Yayan, who hopefully is now taking control of his car. I don't know if there's a way of telling if he's got control, if it's still an AI, but Yayan is still in the session. And it looks like there was a car there as well. Let's just set another time, which should be good. 1:29.2 of the yellow sector, decent effort there. Was that? Oh, I don't know. Was there a yellow sector as well? There potentially, it was either a yellow sector or let me get the track map up actually. Bear with me. Let me get the track map. Then you guys can at least have something else to look at. There you go. If we get that up as well, how do I hide this? Spectate. Ah, there we go. Hang on. There we go. That's what I wanted. Then at least you guys can see the map as well. Yeah, only 8 minutes left. We're already 10 minutes down in on the session. Is it loud enough for you guys? It should be okay. Yeah, we should be good. I might get some... no, we'll be alright. We'll be good. It'll help. A car is driving on the road. It's red. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Ollie. I appreciate that. It's fine. Okay, cool. Is Yayan on a... I think Yayan is on a hot lap. Yayan needs to set a good time here. I mean, obviously no one really gets knocked out because we're on short qualifying. We do have no Ferrari of Sebi, and we have no AlphaTauri of a driver who doesn't have a seat. So everyone's accounted for. I think we got Jake stepping in for someone, and we've got Josh as well stepping in. Although Josh, having said that, Josh would be... I think Josh is P10 here. His name is Yayan Thomas on the graphics, but this is Josh O'Mara, the Irishman himself, who's been commentating on the stream before. He is racing this weekend as he goes and puts his Williams in P6, which he'll be very happy with, actually, jumping ahead of Dan Shaw in P7. Lots of these drivers will probably only be going for 1 more or potentially 2 more runs. A lot of them in the pits at the moment. Yeah, obviously that's a good lap by Josh. He'll be happy with that, considering he's barely done any practice, he told me, and he's only just got in from work as well. This is all default. Yeah, so all the graphics are pretty much default. The only thing is on the left-hand side here, all of this is SimHub. So obviously we can see like different things like fastest laptors, fastest sectors and stuff like that. So currently Joe Bean's done a 26.7 in Sector 1, 37 flat in Sector 2, and a 24.9 in Sector 3. So if we do some comparisons here between Max and Joe, I don't know why it's showing Red Bull as Max, but so yeah, Max is losing a 10th in each sector pretty much. 4 tenths in total of the best lap. So it's just, you know, a bit of pace there by Joe Bean. He's obviously done a bit more practice. Oh, there you go. The graphics are working now. And then if we compare that to between these two, so Jake and Joe Bean, we're looking, actually, if I look at, oh no, is it best lap or last lap? Oh no, it's just showing best lap. I was hoping that that would show a bit more, but there we go. We'll jump back onto the leaderboard though. Joe Bean, is he on a hot lap? No. Okay, he's currently setting up for a lap by the looks of it. He's just gone through the line though, so I don't know. Is he on a hot lap? We'll find out. We'll be able to find out. Hello, Hassan. Hello. Bouncing off the walls, yeah. Okay, Joe Bean's not on a hot lap, so he's going around once again. Yayan Thomas up to P9 though. Pretty good lap from him. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3, but I think that's just Haas going slowly of either Michael Wimmer or Dylan Harrison. It's like Dylan he's on an out lap at the moment. It'd be nice to see the Hasses try and, you know, make some room up here. A lot of drivers in the pits currently though, as it looks like Dylan Harrison is starting a hot lap. We'll see what kind of time he can do in Sector 1. Obviously, he's aiming for a 26.6. We'll see how much difference he is here in Sector 1. Yeah, Hassan, there's no one here, mate. I think it's just because everyone's busy. I've got 1,000,001 things going on. However, it should be okay, though. I'm just leaving it. I mean, my DMs are everywhere, but if someone needs me, they'll at me, I guess. We should be alright. We should be alright. You're in bed. It's midnight. I appreciate the dedication to the stream, Hassan. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Dylan's on a personal best Sector 1, though. He's almost just hit the wall. We don't want to see much of that, Dylan. He hasn't done any damage, though, luckily. Oh, that is so close to the wall, Dylan. That is actually so close. We'll see how he takes Sector 2, though, if he does this very well. Oh, he's missed a little bit of an apex there, getting it over there. He's on the marbles. Not the cleanest of Sector 2s. But as long as he can push maybe his ass up a few places, he'll be happy with that. Massive difference, though. He's backed out, Dylan has. Massive difference, I just want to say as well, from P1 down to P3. A 1.2 second deficit. So Joe Bean is absolutely on a flyer here at Singapore. Singapore, as Charlie is P5 as well. Potentially just setting up for a hot lap. Lots of these drivers are out on the pits now. Probably fueled up enough for at least 2 hot laps. I'd say 1 hot lap, and then like a middle lap, and then another hot lap. Obviously, all their tyres they use in qualifying as well do get used in the race because we're not backing out. So it's going to be interesting. Josh said, I need your help. I forgot something. What do you need my help with? What can I possibly do to help you out, Josh? Yes, it does, Josh. It does. So, because we're not backing out, the tyres that are used in qualifying are obviously still used in the race. So, you need a spare set. Yes. Yeah. If that makes sense. Charlie's on his first hot lap, though. I say his first hot lap. It's probably his second hot lap. We've also got, I believe, Dan Shaw. And both the Mercedes are on out laps, much the same as Ryan Thomas. And we've got Gabe on a hot lap. We've got Michael Wimmer on a hot lap. And it looks like, yeah, obviously Ruben's the only one we lost at the moment. But luckily, Ruben did get a decent time in, so he won't be starting last unless everybody goes quicker. It's like Alfa Romeo there just went a little bit wide. No crashes at the moment, Bodo. It's currently qualifying, and a lot of people... Well, we've had 1 crash from Ruben. We didn't catch it on stream, but yeah, one crash from Ruben at the moment. Yeah, we'll ride on board with Charlie at the moment. 46... I mean, there's no purple sectors, but at least, I mean, he might be able to jump Jake here, potentially, although Jake is on another hot lap, as it looks like both of the Mercedes... Okay, yeah, Joe Bean's dived back in the pits and has gone straight back out for another out lap. That's going to be cutting it fine with 3 minutes left on the clock, as it looks like Torben, currently a second down on Joe Bean. It will put him P3, though, if he can keep the pace up through Sector 3. Now, this bit's changed as well. If you guys remember, Singapore loops right, then loops left again. Sorry, I'm getting hiccups. That's all changed now just to a straight, so that should make it a lot better racing. Charlie getting really close to the wall there as well, as he comes around the final corner to cross the line in a... Oh, he's jumped Jake. 1.5 seconds deficit, 1:29.7. 3 tenths behind a potentially P3 there by the Red Bull. We've also got a lot of people on out laps now. Out laps, everyone's left the pits. Dan Shaw is on a hot lap at the moment, much the same as Gabe Dolman in P13. We'll see what these drivers can do, but a lot of drivers are on hot laps and out laps at the moment. Dan has got a PB in Sector 1. I'm putting all my points on Michael Wimmer crashing out in Turn 1. Max Chapman 128.4. How close does that put him? A 10th and a half behind. There's all Haas just going wide there. Oh, it might have put Dan off a little bit. He lost some rear there out of the hairpin, but Dan does have another opportunity to go again. If he's not happy with that time, he'll be able to recharge that ARS and go again. Lots of yellow flags happening though. It does look like there's Mercedes slowing down there. Potentially go for another lap or give his teammate a slipstream. The Haas is definitely backing out though quite a lot. A lot of drivers obviously helping their teammates as well, which is good to see. Alfa Romeo of Jake Chapman. If we jump over here, I don't know if Dan's going to go quicker. We're about to find out as he's going to cross the line. He does not improve 1.9. However, I don't know if he's going for a back-to-back hot lap. Dan does not have enough time to go again. So this is Dan's last chance to get any better in P5. Jake Chapman is flying through Sector 1 at the moment. I don't know if he's set another time. I don't think he has. He's only attempted... Yeah, okay. Jake is on a flyer at the moment. Josh has not decided to go out on the pits. He's happy with his P6. As we work our way down the list as well. Jack Hopkins is another one. He's currently P2 in the in the Drivers' Championship. So it would be nice to see Jack Hopkins jumping a few more places, try and get a few more... I guess a bit of a head start again, as Noah Lockwood, as his teammate, is also on a flyer, although it takes a while for the live to update. There you go. Okay, PB in Sector 1, potentially, hopefully go green in Sector 2. We'll see how much time Noah is up as well. Any Alpines taking each other out? At the moment, we've only got... we have got both Alpines, yeah, Archie Middelfeld and Stein. They're currently in P12 and P15, so they're kind of in the mix. It looks like... Ryan Thomas just crossed the line in P6. I don't know if Max Chapman, is he just crossed the line? Yeah, Max Chapman, he's starting another hot lap. Okay, so there is a Mercedes who's just made the line. Jake Chapman, though, in the Alfa Romeo up to P3. Jumping ahead of Ferrari. Noah Lockwood up to P6. Brilliant lap by Noah. He'll be happy with that, especially considering how his game is running at the moment. It's very, very laggy. Joe Bean, new fastest lap of the session. 1:28.1. Pushing Max now 3 temps. Max needs to gain 3 temps if he does want pole. But currently Joe Bean is on provisional pole. We'll jump down to... Who have we got? We got Williams. I'm just trying to see who's currently listed. There you go. McLaren of Jack Hopkins up to P4 for Jack. What's that? Just under a second now behind Joe. He doesn't have enough time to go again. But Jack Hopkins will be happy with P4. We've currently got, I don't know if Jake's on another hot lap, but we do have Max Chapman who needs to go quicker if he does want that P1. However, P2 is still potentially front rowers. Torben jumps Ruben. Again, Ruben would have been battling here. He's now in P6, Ruben is. As we've got some more drivers. There's a... Oh, there you go. Archie Middlefeld and Alpine there. Just gone across the line. And we've got a Aston Martin of Alex Peak. Brilliant lap by Alex. I'm sorry I didn't catch that on stream. If I had like 50 cameras, I would have done. Let me just jump over to see who is... There we go. Okay, so... okay, Drafts is backed out of his session. I don't know... There is a... Bear with me. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Yines in. Okay, so Gabe. Gabe has got... Is this Gabe? Yeah, okay. So Gabe is coming... Okay, I'm trying to work out who the other Alfa Romeo is. It looks like Max Chapman... Is he backed out? Okay, yeah, Max Chapman's backed out of his lap. So here he will be starting potentially P2 unless anyone can shut him down here. Jake is on another flyer, though. Could he... I mean, I don't know. Will he be able to get P2? Okay, no. Jake has finished the session there in P3. The only person that can shut... Actually, no one can shut down Max. There you go. Okay, so Max obviously just had a bad sector, or there was a yellow flag impeding him. But as things stand, Joe Beam will be starting on P1 here at Singapore. Max Chapman P2, Jake Chapman P3 with Jack Hopkins in P4. Max, Jake and brothers, yes. Yeah. They have, they are. Are we backing out? Nope. We're going to stay in, guys. If that's okay. If we're happy to stay in, I'm happy to stay in. But good qualifying session. We only done it just because we were already late because of the Brazilian sprint anyway. So it makes sense. I think there's a few impeding drivers there, but full flight when? Brilliant. Probably Monday, mate. Probably Monday morning. Obviously a butter there. Well done to the drivers though, GG. I know that some people obviously were impeded and stuff like that. But as things stand, there we go. So I will... Again, I don't need to do a custom grid today. It should just be straight back into it. Dan in P12. Josh in P10. So he was P6. He decided to not go out again. And yeah, Yain in P9 there. Brilliant lap by Alex Peak. Noah and Jack will be happy with their times considering the practice they've done. Charlie in P5. Still in VR as well. But yeah, as things stand currently, Joe Bean. I think that's his first pole as well here at KF1. So it should... Well, in this season anyway. Absolute goat by Joe, but yeah, well done anyway. Red Bull, Mercedes, look at that. We've got 5 different teams in the top 5. That's something you don't very see often in real life F1, so there you go. I know that Singapore's a difficult one, but we'll jump straight into the race. Remember, guys, if you are watching, you are listening, record your setups and don't ready up straight away. There is a formation lap, but yeah, don't ready up straight away. And yeah, just make sure you record all your setups and things like that. Yeah, depends. Yeah, last season. Yeah, 100% last season. I'm talking about there. When we're only, what, 5 races in? But yeah, it should still be a good race nonetheless. There's probably going to be loads of safety cars. I think there was like 4 safety cars at Belgium or something like that. So, Max, good morning. Good morning, good evening. Maybe morning for you, I don't know. Ruben, you could have been, mate, but you ridden a curb. But yeah, keep it clean, guys. Good luck. Have fun. And yeah, make sure you load your same setups. Although, having said that, I don't think you need to load your setups because it's working from Quali, isn't it? So I think we jump straight away into the formation lap. Yeah, okay. So there was no kind of waiting around. It's just people go straight in. Now, did it give you guys the option to choose your tyres? Because that seemed very quick. I presume everybody's just gone for the mediums. Yeah, okay, so Jack Hopkins on the hard, everyone on the mediums apart from the rear one. So interesting strategy choice there for Jack Hopkins in P4. The only driver to go in the mediums in the top 13. But yeah, the Haas drivers at the back there. And obviously there's some ERS there that we can't see, but I think that's fine. It'd be nice to see Joe Bean's ERS though. Obviously Josh is fine because he's only just stepping in for a driver. And Jake can't do it because he's on the same internet, but... Never mind. It's not lights out yet, mate. They're on a formation lap. But yeah, there's driver standings and constructors again. Is this Indie Build Singapore? Yeah. This is 100% it. Yeah. This is their new scenery. Trust. Telemetry. Yeah. So it doesn't look like Joe Bean has his on. It's the only Joe, obviously Jake we know about, and Josh. Everyone else has got telemetry on. Singapore photogrammetry. I'm sure it'll be fine though. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, good luck to everyone. They're obviously all lining up. Now, we have, 18 drivers? Yeah, it's quite a full grid, actually. It's quite a full grid. It's the rules it is, so there might be something coming his way. Can't say any more. Don't worry. I'll let Jay... I'm sure Jamie knows. I'm sure he knows. Unless, of course, Joe could be very kind and turn it on now. I don't know. There's every opportunity for him to. Yeah, telemetry is supposed to be on. It basically gives me data such as ERS, such as tire wear, and it's just part of the rules, so it makes it fair for everybody else, really. But I'm pretty sure the telemetry will come through as soon as it goes public. But we will see. Yeah, hopefully it's going to be a good race win. That's the plan, mate. That is the plan. But yeah, drivers are just running up now. Joe Bean on... Oh! Look at that swing in front of Max. That could have been a collision. That's I'm glad that didn't happen. But yeah, these drivers at the front are going to be on very cold tyres. As Night Gaming's coming in the 4 months. Thank you so much. What I'll do, Night Gaming, I will promise you, I will play that alert when we're back on Flight Sim on Monday. I promise you. Thank you very much for the 4-month resub. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Look at that Mercedes angled there. As it looks like Jake was went a little bit far there, but we are going to go green very, very soon. It'd be nice to see the guy at the back running with the green flag. As there's a Haas driver that's spent ages of Dylan Hartley there finally deciding to line up. There we go. Right, we have a full grid of 18 drivers, almost a full grid. And he's still disqualified anyway. Anyway, we are getting lights on here. It's 5 red and it's potentially lights out. It does take a little bit of a minute. There you go. Lights out and away we go for the Singapore Grand Prix 2023. Race number 5. As Max Chapman gets a decent start, but Joe Bean gets an even better one going to turn 1. As it looks like Jake and everyone keeps their positions as we get going. Lots of changes at the back of the grid though, but Joe Bean does lead the Singapore Grand Prix down through turn 3. Everyone keeps it very, very clean as we're going back through the back of the pack. Everyone keeping it very clean, burning all that ERS as much as they possibly can as we're coming down through into turn 5 here, or turn 6 I should say. But yeah, lots of people remained in their same positions. There might be a few swaps here of the Alfa Romeo, and it looks like Alex Peak there is just losing a few positions, but as things stand it is kept very, very clean at the moment. And yeah, look at this. Everyone's using the exact racing line. I love to see this. This is good racing. Overlay is buggered. That shouldn't be on anyway. But the rest of it should be fine. You won't get interval times until after the first lap. We can turn off ERS there as well, but it's always good to see. But we will see that in a moment. But is everything good on the overlay? It should be okay. Let me know if something's broken. But yeah, we should be good. Oh, broadcast takes me back. Night Gaming, thank you again for your resub. I really do appreciate it. It was just, they came at the perfect time, but it came at the perfect time. But yeah, currently as things stand, everyone's keeping it very clean. Obviously, it is a street track. We will still get overtakes, as you're seeing here. Oh, there's an Alpine there going off. I don't know who that is. I think that was Stein there in the Alpine. He has gone round, unfortunately. That puts him in last. I don't know who spun him round there, but that has caused the yellow flag, but we have gone green straight away. I don't know if there's any damage on that Alpine. But no, it doesn't look like there is. And the top 2 are pulling away from the main pack already. It's just whether or not Max Chapman can keep within that DRS zone as it gets activated on the end of this lap. Out of breath. This is why I need someone else. I'll be going constantly. We'll be fine. Right, let's turn off ERS for a moment. As everyone's sort of settling into the race, obviously getting into the groove. But we've still got 29 laps of this race. Obviously, everybody does have to pit at least once for a change of tyre compound. Dan Shaw's up 2 positions. If we're going to have a look at the positions gained and lost just from 1 lap here, not really much has changed in the top 4. But we've got Ruben, who's got ahead of Charlie there. And yeah, Dylan Hartley making up 3 positions at the start. Unfortunately, we have lost Stein and Gabe. Although Gabe's gained some positions at the back here. Don't know what happened there with, I don't know if Dylan Harrison's, they're battling at the back here. They're battling at the back. A bit of a touch. Oh, hang on a minute. Was that what happened there to Gabe? I caught that one. He's just lost a front wing end plate. We don't want to see that too often, Gabe. He's going to have to pit for a new front wing. Unbelievable. I think he done that on himself as well. There was no contact of made any other drivers. He just hit a wall and, yeah, lucky. It could have been worse. It looks like Alex Peak has retired from the session. And there is the Aston Martin. That has caused the first safety car of the session. I don't know if Aston Martin of the Alex Peak made any issues, but that's the first retirement, and I think it's the first retirement for Alex Peak as well. Told you it won't be long before a safety car, lads. That's going to bunch the pack right the way back up. Unfortunately, Alex Peak, I don't know if he lost it on the rear or if he got rear-ended, but he has unfortunately lost it on the hairpin, and that's the first retirement of the race. Sorry we didn't catch that on stream, but yeah, as things stand, there we go. So yeah, not too bad. A few drivers gaining and losing. I don't think we'll see anybody coming into the pits at the moment, but decent points there so far if things do remain. It's second lap. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm sure we will. But yeah, the safety car will go around for a few laps. Again, I don't think the only person... Yeah, but the only person going into the pits will probably be Gabe, and that's for the new front wing, although I'm not too sure what he's doing here. Disqualification? That's what I'm looking at. Anyway, he's just gone into the pits backwards. Okay. He's getting a new front wing anyway, so maybe he missed the pits and didn't want to go again. Nice one, Gabe. Yes, Michael Wimmer has made it through. 2 laps, everybody. That owes some GGs in the chat. Well done, Michael. GG. Come on. Hopefully, Michael can make it to the end of this race. We will see as Gabe changes that front wing and goes back out with a, what was that, 7.1 second pit stop, 7.4 second pit stop. But yes, well done, Michael Wimmer. I'm proud. I'm proud. But yeah, here we go. So fastest lap. If we have a look at some of the fastest sectors, I mean not fastest sectors. What am I pressing? I was pressing a button, but I pretty forgot what I was going to press. Best lap time. Maybe it's that one. No, that one doesn't work. Race leader. There we go. Joe Bean. Yeah, let's go. I would be better with all the graphics, but I normally press all the graphics when we got someone else. But we're fine. Michael can make good GSX profiles. Can he make up positions this race? Oh, Bono with the comments right there. Michael's good at one thing, but does he mean he's good at another? That's the question. That is the question right here. And we'll see. We'll see, won't we? As GSX profiles be made for the pits. I don't know. Maybe Michael can make one when he goes in the pits later. We will see. Safety car restart. It's all over. Jack, you've jinxed it now. Commentator's curse, mate. Commentator's curse. Oh, I love that. I love the ERS battery on the HUD as well. That is so nice. I love these graphics. They are fantastic. They're absolutely brilliant. Gabe's a little bit further behind the rest of the pack. But so far, he is catching, though, as the safety car probably will go in and probably come in at the end of this lap. I think they've cleared up the Aston Martin now as well. So that will be cleared up, and then we'll get ready to go racing again. And I'm pretty sure has there ever been a Singapore Grand Prix without a safety car? Especially not on Kenco F1. But we'll see if there is one in the near future or not. What's the debris on the runway at Vegas stopping the planes from landing on it? Oh my goodness. That's a statement and a half. It's a statement and a half. I think Ruben got spun out quite early on in Spa as well. Unless it was Michael. I'm not sure. There was definitely something at turn 3 in Belgium a few weeks ago regarding Ruben. So it's good to see Ruben still in the race, as it looks like Gabe will be able to catch up by the end of this race. The safety car should be coming in here as all the drivers are ready and warming up their tyres here. And yeah, we are doing well so far. Nice to see Yine in P8 though. Some more points for Alfa Romeo potentially, and maybe I'm speaking too soon. But yeah, same with Archie as well. I think Archie led a few laps of Belgium, I believe, if I recall correctly. We do have Silverstone next week, by the way, guys. While we've got the time here, we do have Britain or United Kingdom or Silverstone or whatever happening next weekend. So if you're from the UK and you want to see a Silverstone race, then that's probably the one that you want to go and watch. We'll hopefully we'll be definitely on a little bit more time for that one as well. So that should be good. But yeah, it does look like the safety car. I will get confirmation of the safety car coming in very soon. But everyone's warming up those tyres as they get ready to go again. Again, all these drivers will probably be... I don't know what the pit window is. I don't know if we have the pit window graphics. Ah, there you go. So pit window, if you're on the medium tyre, is lap 17 to 23. So these drivers are probably going to be going around for at least another sort of 13, 14 laps. Maybe even extend the pit window just because of the safety car. But we will see. Zach, good evening. Hello. Enjoy your Gatwick Tower endorsement. It's not really endorsement. Enjoy it anyway. Enjoy. We're racing in your... yeah. I might do Skylines at some point. I really might. I'm not tonight, but I will do it. Anyway, safety cars coming in. Joe Bean's going to be backing up the pack as much as they can. The Chapman brothers want to get a really good launch. Much the same with Jack. Much the same with everybody else behind. In literally a massive snake. As will Joe Bean go early or will go late? It looks like he's already gone, though. We'll ride on board with Max Chapman. Although he does look like... to be fair, I mean, once DRS is open, as Dan Shaw gets his first penalty of 5 seconds, that might be removed. I'm not 100% sure yet. Depending on what the 5 seconds was given for. It might have been overtaking before the line. I'm not 100% sure. As it looks like Jake's lost a little bit of the rear there coming through into turn 5 here. Keeping it nice and clean though. Not many changes at the moment happening, but everybody keeping it very clean on the safety car restart. It does look like Yayan though, who's got ahead of Noah Lockwood there. Through turn 6 down into turn 7. Noah might be wanting to fight that back, but it's going to be almost 3 wide here as we come down to turn 7. Not quite, but it looks like Noah's lost another position to Archie Middlefell. He might even lose a place to Dan Shaw if this carries on. Not going well for Noah. I know his game was lagging, but hopefully it's not lagging too much for him. Yeah, Noah's probably the driver there with the... Not the luckiest safety car restart, though. It looks like he has a little bit of a gap behind with Dan, though, in P10 there. Again, it'd be nice to see Mercedes and all the other drivers collecting some even more points. Stein made a few more positions there, I think, as well. And obviously Alex Peake's teammate here, Smits, down in P15. Again, it'd be so good to see some of these drivers get points today. I know they can do it. If they put their head down, we've got a yellow flag in Sector 2. Is that drafts? Yeah, it looks like we've got a Williams there, just gone a little bit wide. Maybe made a bit of contact with the driver, but he's carried on, so that yellow's gone green straight away. But currently, as things stand, Max Chapman is second, or 9 tenths behind Joe Bean for the lead. And Noah's remains in P7. Whoa, I've just caught that. What the hell was the Haas doing? I didn't mean to press screenshot there. I don't know. That's Gabe Dolman. He is not out of the session. But that was Gabe Dolman and I think Dylan Harrison there coming together. Looked like the Haas made a move, but it's instantly another safety car. Unfortunately for that incident, which seems very, very instant. We barely even got a lap of racing there before another safety car was called. I did talk to the drivers before and was like, should we put the safety car on reduced? And then everyone was like, no, no, no. I wish we did, but yeah, that should be virtual. I don't know why the game's just being buggy, but there we go. We've got Dan Shaw, Dylan Hartley, Nate, and Gabe Dolman straight in the pits there to get the tyres changed. I mean, I don't know if Alfa Romeo are going to have many front wings left at this rate. But we go again with Gabe and there as well. Looks like Nate's got another front wing and Dan is already out the pits. Lost 4 positions in that pit stop, but that could be a good move for Dan here. Straight onto the hards now. Obviously, they could be planning for not another safety car, as Dan's probably going to want to take those hards to the very end of the race. If he can, obviously, if he can. This is worse than real life all the safety cars. I know. It's exactly the same with Belgium. I don't know why the game is, especially F1 23. I don't think that deserves a safety car. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but... what happened to the Aston? He lost it on the hairpin and then smacked into the wall. You'll see it in a minute. So as we come around here under the over the bridge, if we carry on here. So this hairpin here is where the Aston Martin of Alex Peake, I lost it, I believe. So I don't know if he just lost the rear and slammed into that wall on the left-hand side where the curb is. But yeah, that's where we lost the Aston Martin. I don't know if it was self-inflicted or if there was someone he hit into. But that Dylan Harrison and Gabe incident will definitely have to be looked into because that looked very interesting at the back. It could be a racing incident, I'm not too sure. It would be a safety car. Yeah, technically, I suppose there was loads of debris on the track. But, I mean, in real life, I suppose if the grid was grouped up like this, you know, there's nothing stopping the marshals from running on the track, getting the front wing and stuff, and then running back off the track. But maybe it's different for street circuits, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of debris there, and obviously, unfortunately, the second safety car. You may as well get a tally sheet because I can't imagine this will be the last safety car we have tonight. I don't know. Lap 6 though. Feels like we've been racing for about half an hour already and we're only 6 laps in. If it carries on safety cars, I mean, we're going to have to do something about them, but we will see. Hopefully this is the last lap and then the safety car comes in at the end of this lap, providing everybody can catch up to the back of the grid. But yeah, there you go. There you go. That's not the one I wanted. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Joe Bean is doing very well. I mean, he's literally stayed in P1 the entire time. He's kept his position. But this will potentially allow the Chapman brothers to get an even better restart because they would kind of know when Joe Bean's going to go. Joe Bean could trick them and go somewhere else a little bit more on the restart. But yeah, I'm hoping the safety car comes in this lap because everybody has been grouped back up again and we're working their way back through the pack. But yeah, it's lucky we didn't get a DNF actually from Gabe or Dylan there. It was quite a bad incident, but luckily they've kept going, which is good to see. But yeah, only 1 retirement. Still 17 drivers left in this race. It does give me a breather. It gives me a chance to get a drink as well, which is good. And also I can go on my phone. I can check my notifications. No, we're good. We're good. I need to edit that stream elements command. I think it pops up way too often as well. We will see. Guys in chat, who do you think's going to win? I'll put the full names up. I would do predictions, but I'm looking on the left-hand side there. It could be anyone. I mean, we've had Max Chapman. I think only Max Chapman and Charlie Torben Schutt has actually ever won a race this season. So, I mean, could we see a new race winner today? I mean, at the moment, things stand, then yes, we will be seeing a new race leader or race winner. But anything could change. Obviously, we've still got at least another, what's that, 24 laps left of the race. So, you reckon Joe Bean or Max? Michael Wimmer. You never know. I mean, I'm not putting it past him. He's currently P11. I mean, he's made up... How many places has he made up? Michael's made up 5 places. So Michael is currently the driver who's made the most amount of places up in this race. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is back in this lap. Hopefully we won't be seeing that for a while. What we'll do, we'll ride on board with Jack Hopkins here. And we'll watch the safety car restart here as Joe Bean's going to be back out the pack. And he's gone already there. Turn 21, obviously drivers can't restart until, or can't overtake until they have crossed the line. Jack losing it a little bit there. That's not where you want to lose it, Jack, especially when safety car restart. He's lost at least half a second there to Jake, which is not a good on the restart. I'm sorry, Jack, I caught that on camera. But he's fine. He's got his head down. He's going again. But at the moment, he has kept very clean for everybody. As we work our way back through the course. Hopefully, is yellow flag sector 1. We're okay. I think we're okay. I don't know why the yellow flag's been called, but everyone is keeping it clean, which is good to see. Safety car was out because... Oh, there might be a move here made by Ruben and Jack. A little bit of touchy there. Ruben's keeping his line. Jack's been forced out of the line. Hopefully, Jack didn't get a penalty for that because that wasn't track limits. As they're keeping side by side. Will to Will racing. All this time, Torben Schutt is looking for a move that he can make. In front of these two drivers. Max Chapman half a second behind Joe Bean. Keeping a lead there as it looks like Jack really wants that place back from Ruben. He has lost P4 by the Red Bull as Ruben's now potentially pulling away from Jack. But Jack's in it all this time. Going to keep on the back of... Is it a diffuser? I'll call it a diffuser. But yeah, the Aston. What's happened to the Aston? Oh no. The Aston's gone all the way back. You guys have got a better look than me. Although having said that, Noah Lockwood. There's a massive gap here. Between Noah and Stein. I don't know what's happened. Archie's got a penalty now. And there's another safety car. I don't understand. What is this game? How is there 3 safety cars in 8 laps? I don't get it. This game is... Like, what? How? I'm actually getting triggered at safety cars. They're so boring. The drivers are probably fed up as well. I don't understand. Joe Bean's gone in the pits. That's the 3rd safety car. Like, we haven't even had a lap of racing. I don't get what? Like, where's the virtual safety cars? Has the game just removed them? I'm not triggered, I promise. Mugello 2020 in a nutshell. Well, both the Chapman brothers are now leading the race. Joe Bean potentially smartly pitting or unsmartly pitting. I don't know. But Noah Lockwood, Ian Thomas, lots of drivers have pitted now. So if we have a look at the number of pit stops, only it's currently top 6 have pitted. This could work out quite well for Dan Shaw, actually. He's already pitted on the last safety car. He's already up to P7 here. So this could be big for the Mercedes of Dan Shaw pitting one safety car earlier, expecting there to be multiple safety cars. But unfortunately, I think we've got another lap and a half of safety cars. So, yeah. You can tell my excitement in my voice for seeing a safety car once again, but no one can predict the strategy on this, unfortunately. We've got no drivers on the softs. Everyone's on a mix of medium and hards. Again, everyone's on 100% ERS because they've got time to recharge, so it just resets the pack once again. However, this time Joe Bean is down in P12. Right, guys? Was that a smart move by Joe? So Joe literally lost track position in P12. So Joe pitted under a safety car. He's now got to work his way through this pack. Whereas the drivers on mediums, I mean, their tyre wear is currently looking at... What are we looking at here? 15, 16, 17%, 20%. These medium runners can still go on for quite a little bit longer. Whereas by the end of the race, I mean, Joe Bean's tyres, if he's not pitting again because he's on the hards, them hard tyres aren't going to be great another 21 laps in. So, I mean, unless they're going for predicting another safety car, I don't know. It's all going crazy. This is only a 3-sector track, so it's fairly small. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. I mean, the lap times are quite short, to be honest. This should be the last lap the safety car goes around. It looks like we have someone pitting there. Is that Gabe Dolman? Yes. Gabe Dolman's pitting for the 3rd time. Why is he pitting now? What's he done? What's he done? Another front wing? I hope not. No, he's not getting... Oh, he is getting another front wing. How would Gabe... That's got to be the last front wing at Alfa Romeo. I feel sorry for Yayan. They're using Yayan's front wings now. That's meant to be Yayan's number on the front, not Gabe's. Oh, well, that puts Gabe, unfortunately, last, but it does allow all the drivers to catch up. Max will push for another 10 laps, then go soft. Softs around Singapore is never good, though. They absolutely shred, I'll be honest with you. They absolutely shred. But as things stand, it's Chapman 1-2 with Ruben in P3. However, obviously, you know, the top 6 here have not pitted. So as things stand, I mean, in terms of pit stops, Dan Shaw's doing very well. However, his hard tyres need to last another 21 laps. If there's going to be more safety cars, these tyres are just going to be last for longer. So I feel sorry for the drivers who's just following a safety car this entire race. But, you know, there's nothing that I can do. I didn't call any of these safety cars. But people just need to learn how to maybe race a bit better. But there's nothing I can do about that either. And Michael Wimmer's in P8. The Haas drivers have points, ladies and gentlemen. P8, they've currently got... What's this? How many points is this? 5 points if they finish like this? Go on, Haas. Where does that put them in the constructors? Oh, it will still put them in 9th. Well, it's still not too bad. Oh, lack of marshals in the pits is concerned. Yeah. True. Right, come on, safety car. In you go, please. Please. Safety car's going to... Yeah, at the moment, the safety car's going to win the race. It's done the most amount of racing laps. And yeah, the safety car will run out of fuel at this rate. But never mind, it's fine. I just hope that people can actually race and not cause safety cars, because it gets very tedious. Anyway, Max Chapman is backing up the pack here. Joe Bean is all the way down in P11. He'll be trying to get his way through this pack as quick as he can. Noah Lockwood obviously has pitted, which is why he lost track position there of P7. But Jack Hopkins up to P4, obviously gaining that position from Joe Bean, as Max Chapman is leaving it very, very late to go here. He has not gone yet. He's gone a lot later than Joe. He hasn't gone, and... Oh, he's gone! He caught Ruben off a little bit, but Ruben did manage to regain the rear there, as we've gone racing green again. Lap 11 of 31, of which there's been about 1 racing lap. God, it all happens in Kenco F1. What is going on? The Chapman brothers doing a very good restart there, though. Keeping everyone in check. Joe Bean already making up 1 position there. Dylan Hartley not having the best safety car restart. As it looks like Josh is down into P15, going 3 wide here into turn 5. Josh going outside, getting 2 places there. Very nicely done there by Josh O'Mara. As he's potentially eyeing up a move. I would say eyeing up a move. He's gaining closer to Noah Lockwood. Yayan Thomas losing out some places. Oh, there was some contact there, I'm pretty sure, from Noah Lockwood. It's just all going on here. Noah and the Haas making a collision. Keeping it clean, though, which is good to see. Michael Wimmer ahead of him, and what's that? Dylan Harrison behind. Oh, keep it clean, guys, please. Please keep it clean. I don't want to see a safety car pop up ever again on this race. The Haas going really wide there. Oh, don't force the Williams off. No, that's a chain reaction there. Unfortunately, Josh got collected there. I don't think that was Josh's fault whatsoever. I love this helicopter cam. This is really good to watch the racing. Which one is Josh again? So Josh is the Williams here. He's under Yayan Thomas. This is Josh here. Yeah, at the moment. It's like Dan's also... Dan made a place up P8. I don't know. No, hang on. Yeah, Joe Bean's up to P7 already. Joe Bean's made up 4 places after the safety car restart. Joe has got pace around Singapore. And, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that is 1 racing lap completed of Singapore. Come on. Oh, I don't know why I'm getting excited there. He's got the pace down the straight. He's got ahead of the Alpine. Joe Bean up to P6 already. He's already ahead of Dan as well. Joe Bean absolutely storming through the pack. The Alpine there losing it, though. I think that was Drafts there losing a bit of time in his number 69 car. And unfortunately, that allows people like Yayan Thomas to really get some grips there on the track. Potentially making a move here. Dan's sort of in the middle of all of this at the moment. He's on the marbles, and it's just all going on here. A little bit of contact there on the front wings. Drafts and Dan keeping it quite clean, though, around the edge, giving each other the drivers lots of space. as it looks like Max has now got a 3.2 second lead, although it looks like Ruben is right on the tail here of Jake Chapman, sorry, and all this time Jack is gaining. Lots of racing, lots of things going on, lots and lots of position changes as well. It looks like Stein's just lost a place there to Ryan Thomas. Ryan Thomas, I mean, becoming crown there out of that little battle there. Still loads of stuff happening at the back as well with Josh, with Archie, and Noah Lockwood in P11. But all this time, I mean, Ruben will be getting DRS at the end of this lap, I do believe, as they're going down the new sector 3, I suppose. Where it's just a really long straight again. All this time, he's going to be gaining. He goes on the inside of Jake Chapman. That's not where you want to go on this corner, though, because Jake's going to be braking a little bit later. They're getting I guess, the apex of the corner in, and Jake does very, very well defend there. And Jake is doing an absolute masterous job here. Keeping everybody behind him and just defending, but will he be able to defend enough into turn 1? It doesn't look like it, as Ruben fights there, gets ahead. Ruben up into P2 here, considering he DNF'd in qualifying. That's brilliant work by Ruben, but Jake might be able to fight this back, and all this time, I mean, Jack Hopkins is keeping an eye out, and much the same as Joe Bean there. He's arrived on the scene ahead of Jack Hopkins. Joe Bean up to P4 already. Bear in mind, Joe has already pitted here. That is incredible work by Joe, working his way right the way through the pack. And yeah, incredible quality racing indeed. Well, this is what we like to see. This is what we need more of. Just literally side to side, wheel to wheel action. Dan Shaw and Noah Lockwood, these guys are really great karting friends in real life. They will know how to test each other around the track. These two are brilliant, as I don't think Noah's got quite enough energy there, quite enough momentum to get ahead of Dan Shaw. Looking at the ERS here, though, currently, as things stand, it looks like Ryan has used the most. Michael Wimmer's on 6% ERS. Michael's using all his ERS possible to gain some positions here. Although Noah Lockwood might have a run here on Dan. We'll keep an eye out, though, for this. There's not enough room on the hairpin, but this is a DRS straight coming up here, I believe. Yeah, Noah's got the DRS open of his McLaren, but it didn't have the best exit, but is a good enough exit to get ahead of Dan as he goes on the inside, locks up the front right-hand tyre, but does get ahead of Dan. All that time they were fighting, the Alpine has arrived on the scene of Archie Middlefell wanting to collect 2 places. As Dan swerves a little bit there, defending for the Alpine, all within reason though. And yeah, there you go, a little bit of a battle. The grid, as you can see on the map, has split up quite a lot. Oh, that was a bit glitched into the wall. You missed the safety car. There hasn't been one. Don't mention safety car, please. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. As it looks like Dan's lost a place there to the Alpine of Archie Middlefeld. Dan did not have DRS, as it looks like Jake has received the first time penalty of 3 seconds for multiple track warnings. So we are running strict track limits here around Singapore. Much to the delight or much to the misery of some. But yeah, Jake's unfortunately has picked up a 3-second time penalty. And it looks like Jake's down in P6 now as well, which is not great. It looks like Jake's just sort of lost more and more positions as things gone on. I don't think there's any front wing damage. It's just genuine in sort of pace here of all the drivers sort of battling and making up time or gaining time. But yeah, Jake down into P6 as it looks like, yeah, currently things stand. Max, Ruben, Jack and Joe Bean top 4 there. And Ryan Thomas up to P5. Love to see Alfa Romeo up there. Dylan, hello. Hopefully you're well, mate. Hopefully you're well. Hashtag bring... Oh my god, don't start an exclamation mark, bring back the safety car. No, because the drivers are watching. They can see the chat. We don't want a safety car. What's happened to Charlie? No, Charlie's had an awful run out of the hairpin there as they go down to turn 14. That's not what you want to see from Charlie in VR. He might not have had the best exit, but he's going to have to make up all that time once again. But yeah, currently we still need to see pit stops from Max, Ruben, Jack, Jake, Torben, Stein, and Michael Wimmer. They are the drivers who still need to pit, as we've still got 16 laps to go. Anything can happen in these 16 laps. Everyone's keeping it clean at the moment. Max Chapman currently on a, what is that, a 5-second lead at the moment. Yeah, currently things, we've got 53 seconds. So yeah, it doesn't look like anyone will be lapped just yet. But yeah, things are settling down a little bit. I say that as Jack loses the rear there, allowing Ryan Thomas to... Oh, he's just lost the rear as well. Goodness, it feels very slippery on the track. Maybe these tyres aren't lasting as long as the drivers thought. Oh, I've just realised I've still got the HUD on. I do apologise. I didn't even realise I still had the HUD on, guys. I'm so sorry. How long has that been on there for? I never look over that monitor. I do apologise. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Are there battery symbols DRS? So no, the DRS is the drag reduction system. So DRS is on the back of the car. So do you see where it says buy bit on this Red Bull? Basically, there's a DRS flap at the back. We might have to see a driver open it in a second. If we follow these drivers around here, we might be able to see a driver open it. It looks like the hassle of Dylan Harrison has gone in the pits. We do have I've just realised there's what's this? Noah Lockwood? Someone's just spun here. Noah's lost a few positions out of turn 9. He does look like he's got his front wing intact, though, which is good to see. But unfortunately, he has lost a few positions. And Danshaw in P11 as well, just in front of Noah. But yeah, all this time, Max is pulling away time. Joe Bean has got ahead of Jack Hopkins as well while we've been talking. And there's the DRS. So that's what you see, the DRS, the thing at the back on the rear wing. When that opens and closes, that's DRS. ERS is the thing on the left-hand side. That's just like a battery sort of boost button, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'd say a battery boost button. But yeah, not too shabby from everybody at the moment. I'm keeping it clean. It looks like there's loads of chasing happening here. What's happening? Okay, so Ruben has pitted. This allows Joe Bean to get places. Now, this pit stop here could trigger Max Chapman to come into the pits as well. So Joe Bean's teammate Ruben, who Max was going around with most of this time, has pitted. Potentially going for the undercar here. 2.2 second pit stop from the Red Bull team. Now, Max Chapman is coming through Sector 2. We do have some side-by-side wheel-to-wheel here from Yain and Jack. Again, Yain has done absolute bits here today. And Yain has pitted. So Yain's in a really good place here at the moment. Providing he doesn't get too impeded by the McLaren. I can imagine the McLaren's hard tyres are not doing too great 16 laps in of Jack. But it'll be interesting to see if any of these drivers do pit at the end of this lap. When the ERS is not used, it still goes down like 1% a second. Is it still being used or is it just draining out? It's still being used, yeah. So it only goes green, I think, if they're like consistently holding it down. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, looking at that, it does go down, doesn't it, when it's not actually being used? It might just be a sim hub thing, to be honest with you, too easy. Not 100% sure, but yeah, I am seeing it go down and up. Maybe it gets used on the straights if they're not holding it down, but normally the drivers have a button that they use, and then obviously they get an extra like certain amount of horsepower and speed as they come down, that kind of thing. But yeah, and the ones that say 0 as well, they do have ERS. It's just they haven't enabled it. They have to enable sort of sharing their data, as Max Chapman has decided to not pit. So, I mean, wise strategy of Max. I mean, if he's still got the pace on these tyres, he doesn't need to pit. And much the same with Jack, has not pitted either. There's 15 laps to go. We're over halfway through as Jake's received his second time penalty of the session for speeding in the pit lane. That one we can't remove, unfortunately. It's just getting worse and worse for Jake. It's just getting worse and worse. Yes, so if you want to use ERS, you have to press a button. There you go. It makes sense. It makes sense. Jake's not going to be happy with that 5-second time penalty. He leaves the pits potentially in P14, just behind Ruben, who did pit as well. So, I mean, Jake done well there for the pit window because he's not going to be impeded by any traffic, meaning he can just put his foot down and just go for it behind Ruben. There, Jake will not have traffic. However, Max obviously will need to pit. Much the same with Jack Hopkins. Yain and Joe Bean do not need to pit to the end of this race. So if Yain and Joe can wait till the end of the race on the current tyre set they're currently on, yeah, I mean, they're in a very good position, providing there's not a, dare I say, fourth safety car. But we will see. We will see. Dan scraped up back up to P10. Michael Wimmer in P11. Again, Michael needs to keep an eye on his ERS, though. Currently, Jack Hopkins has the most. I know Gabe Dolman. Maybe Gabe doesn't know how the ERS works. He's currently down in P17 with 92% ERS. I guess he does know how it works because he's used some. But I would certainly use a bit more than that if I was Gabe. His teammate's doing very well, though. Currently, Yain is in the points for the podium position. It looks like, unfortunately, Joe Bean... And oh, Joe Bean's hard tyres. This is the thing. Yes, Josh has just received his first time penalty there. Josh is on the soft tyres as well. Is he going for fastest lap, I wonder? I mean, he's just got a time penalty here for track limits, so he's obviously pushing the car as much as he can. I love the helmet on Josh as well. Are there races, no assists? Yep. Pretty much all of the drivers are on no traction. The only assist I think they have is racing line if some of them want it, but everyone's on ABS off and everything like that. So yeah, it looks like Jack Hopkins has pitted, much the same with Stein as well, allowing Danshaw to make up a few more positions there. Brilliant pit stop there from McLaren, and Jack will be happy with that. Still no penalties on his side. If we have a look at the penalty window, yeah, so Jake is on 5, 6, 7. I think Jake's on an 8-second time penalty. I think the graphic's a little bit slow there. But however, Jake has went for the undercut there on Jack Hopkins, and it has worked out for him. I think Jake was already slightly ahead of Jack anyway. But yeah, they are obviously much closer now, and Jack all this time. Now Jack's on the fresher medium tyres. He'll be chasing down Jake on the hard tyres. Obviously, Jack did start on the hard tyres, so he has his right to go on the medium till the end, and it could work out very well for him. All this time, though, 1.8 seconds deficit between Max Chapman and Joe Bean. Yan's got an 8-second gap, so currently for the lead, I mean, as things stand, it would be nice to see Max Chapman potentially going in the pits on this at the end of this lap, and then we'll just obviously see how things go. But yeah, the grid is quite split up at the moment. There's a few little bit of racing here between Noah Lockwood, Ruben, and Archie Middlefell. But yeah, I think it'll be a wise decision to see the Mercedes potentially go into the pits, although Max has stayed out for another lap. So, I mean, I don't know what his tyres are on, but fair enough. He's obviously wanting to battle with Joe as much as he can as well. And Noah Lockwood here right on the rear end of the Alpine. Car is also using ERS even. Oh, I understand, Vortex. Okay, that's why we're obviously seeing it go down a tiny bit as and when. That makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, there you go. I'm knackered. I need a drink. What's happening to Ruben here? Is he okay? I think he's okay. He just lost a few positions there. But everyone is quite spread out at the moment, as we've got 12 laps left of the race. I have no idea who's going to win this. I actually don't know. Because providing, obviously, Max can potentially now go on the soft tyres. I mean, I don't know if softs will last 12 laps. It'll be interesting to see, but I mean, the soft tyres have worked very, very well here for Josh. I mean, Josh is up to P12 now. Josh has gained sort of 3 or 4 positions just from using the soft, quicker tyre compound. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Is that a little bit of a front wing end plate that's just come off the Aston? I don't know. No, it might have been some track debris. Max Verstappen holding the lead. That's the one, mate. That's the one. Although Joe Bean does now have DRS here. This isn't a DRS straight, but he will have DRS to the line. He's also obviously got the slipstream of Max Chapman here as they come down through turn 20 into turn 21. I think the turns are off, by the way. There's only 19 turns at Singapore now, as Max Chapman has gone into the pits. It'll be interesting to see what Max Chapman does change to. I'm going to say softs or hards, but I mean, I don't know if softs will last till the end. But this will allow Yain. No, Yain's gone in the pits as well. Oh, this could be good or this could be very bad for Joe Bean. Oh, Yain! Oh my goodness. He just spin in the pit lane. That's brilliant. Max Chapman is on the soft tyre compound. 11 laps of Max on the soft. He has got pace on these. We'll see what happens. Yain spins it into the pit lane. Does not receive a penalty though. Allowing Noah Lockwood up to P3. Archie up to P4. Brilliant pit. I was not expecting Yain to pit. I was not expecting Yain to pit here. Oh, wow. Okay, what the drivers do not want right now is a certain phrase, which I am not saying. But, yeah, that's completely mixed up the order. So that allows Noah Lockwood, who has already pitted, up to P2. Noah's tyres, I mean, we'll compare the tyres. I can't look at the tyres of Joe because he hasn't turned it on. He might get a penalty for that. I don't know. But 30% for Noah Lockwood in his rear tyres. It looks like there's some moves making here with Ruben and Archie. They are going side by side into turn 8 here. Brilliant. Keeping enough room here as Ruben there claims P3. I don't know if he was already P3, but he's P3 now. It's a double Red Bull podium if things stay the same as they are. Max Chapman is all this time not wanting these two to battle. He wants to get ahead. He wants to push down to try and get the lead of this race again on those soft tyres. And again, all the time he's racing, these tyres are going to be shredding. Again, Jake Chapman hasn't served any of his penalties, I don't think. Jack Hopkins up P6. He's also doing well. But again, the McLarens, I mean, Jack started ahead of his teammate Noah, and now Noah is, in P2 at the moment. 24 seconds, yes, behind Joe Bean. All Joe Bean needs to do is push forward, but I have no idea what his tyre wear's on. And I have no idea what his ERS is on. However, his ERS, I don't know if I can see his ERS on the wheel there, but yeah, I've got no data for Joe, unfortunately. This is the last race, Too Easy. We normally do one race every weekend. We had a few weeks break the last few weeks just because of things like Cross the Pond and things. But yeah, we'll be racing at Silverstone this time next Saturday. It will be Silverstone, as it looks like Ruben there's right on the rear end of Noah Lockwood here, as Jack Hopkins sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix at 1:32.092. We'll have a look at the fastest sectors there. Gabe Dolman has got a fastest sector 1. Interesting. Sorry, I wasn't expecting Gabe to be set fastest sector 1, but fair enough. Fair enough. And Jack Hopkins has got those. We got a retirement. We got a virtual safety car. I think that is a retirement of... That's both the Aston Martins out, unfortunately. We're going to have a look on board. I think the Aston Martin, yeah, it has disappeared already. It looks like he lost it through... I think this was turn 16. There might be an Aston Martin just around the corner here. Virtual safety car. They said all the drivers, I believe, 40%. Yeah, their Aston Martin's already been cleared up. That was quick. But yeah, and again... I mean, it benefits the Hasses a little bit, but the Hasses are P14 and P15, so yeah, obviously they'll gain a little bit of time pitting now, but a majority of the pack has already pitted. And yeah, virtual safety cars it is, so people do not want to lose Delta here, and they want to try and do as much as they can. But yeah, not a full safety car, just a virtual one, although I'm pretty sure that Max Chapman would have wanted a full safety car in that situation. Much the same with Noah Lockwood as well. But yeah, as things stand, just virtual safety car. 10 laps left of this race. There's a lot that's happened, a lot of overtakes as we've gone green as green, and Dan's ready to VSC. Drive-through penalty, no, Dan. I don't know, I don't know how we remove those, but again, it all depends. If the Delta was red on his screen, then he deserves that, but if it was green, it has happened before. The drivers are given a drive-through, but they are on a green Delta. So we'll have a look and review that after. But unfortunately, that is Dan who's got to serve that drive-through on it. Otherwise, he will be disqualified. The game is honestly awful when it does that. It is really, really bad. But it looks like Max Chapman has got ahead of Ruben after the safety car, after the virtual safety car has gone green. It looks like, unfortunately, Smits has left the session. He wasn't best pleased with that race. Both the Aston Martins not receiving any points this weekend. Yeah, as things stand, it looks like, oh yeah, Alex left as well. Fair enough, fair enough. Tiger Player says, do you think it's worth to buy F123 right now? I would say so. I mean, I would, if you can get it on the Christmas sales, yes. If you're paying sort of full price for it, maybe steer clear. But yeah, have a look. Have a look. What's happened here to Joe Bean? Did Joe Bean pit again? He has. I'm so sorry. Joe Bean's pitted for fresh softs, guys. Which is why Max Chapman has now claimed the new race leader again. So yeah, Joe Bean going for that sort of last minute safety car, potentially halfway through that virtual safety car that I missed out on. But yeah, Max Chapman is currently the new racing leader with Joe Bean right behind him. Currently Red Bull P2, P3. Will Max Chapman be able to hold this off though? Only on 11% ERS as Dan received another penalty. Oh no. Dan's having it all thrown at him this race. He's not going to be best pleased. He's down in P13. Noah Lockwood up to P4 though. I mean, positions gained and lost since the start of the race. It's all over the place. A complete jumble. But yeah, I mean, obviously Max Chapman's going to be burning the ERS. He needs to keep that ERS. I don't know how much ERS Joe is on. That's the problem, but we'll have a look. And as they're coming through down into turn 19, ignore the bottom right-hand side. But Joe's going to get a really good run here on Max Chapman as they're pushing, I mean, all the way for turn 1. Max has got the correct line, though, there through Sector 1. He knows how to defend on the marbles a little bit, and that's Max Chapman's fastest lap of the session as well. He really did push, trying to defend Joe Bin as much as they can, but these two drivers are going to be on very, very similar tyre wear for the win of the race. But yeah, it's all to play for at the moment. Lots of drivers obviously packed up a little bit now at the start of the races. We've got a, an Alpine and a Williams. Josh Amara and Archie Middlefell now in the pits. As Joe Bean goes for an inside overtake here on Max Chapman. Max might be going for the switchback, which he has got. But I don't know if he's got enough here as he tries to go on the narrow bit, but unable to get it done. But there is every opportunity move here on the DRS straight that's coming up in a few turns' time, as long as Max can keep within limits here. But brilliant switching racing action there from the front leaders. Joe Bean and Max Chapman. And it looks like all this time Ruben is catching as well. We've got a McLaren P4 on P5. It looks like Stein's gone down to P10, swapping with Drafts in the Williams. And all this time they've been racing. Max Chapman now does have DRS, but it will probably be the next DRS straight he gets the overtake. As Drafts receives, has retired from the session. I don't know what happened, but that's our fourth safety car bunching up the whole pack. Now, is this safety car a dub or is this safety car an L? That's the question. Yes, it neutralises the pack. Yes, it gets everyone back together again. This is going to be our final shootout, I think, in the last sort of 5 laps. Which car is Dan? So this is Dan. We're looking at Dan right now. Sorry, I'll get the player name up for you guys. It'll probably make it a little bit easier so you can learn all the drivers. Dan Shaw is the Mercedes driver in P10. But yeah, if I get the player names up as well, you'll be able to sort of see who I'm talking about. There you go. These are obviously surnames, but yeah, unfortunately that is Drafts out of the race in the Williams, leaving only Josh Amara, the last Williams left of the session. So that's 2 Aston Martins and a Williams out at the moment. That's the 4th safety car of the Grand Prix as well. Max is going to be a Red Bull sandwich on this restart, and I don't know if we've got any people pitting. We have. So that is, I believe, is that Noah Lockwood pitting? Yes. Okay. So Noah has pitted. And Michael is still in the race. Michael is still in the race. God, it's been an I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed. By the way, thank you for all the followers. To Forgetful Larry, Sooks TV, Els Gaming Twitch, Too Easy. You guys are legends for following. I'm sorry we don't have alerts. I will try and introduce alerts as best we can for this type of stream. But as things stand, I think it's just a lot easier just to keep things as it is. Especially when sort of, you know, I'm trying my best. As Yayan gets a penalty there. Is that he crossing the pit white line? He's just received a 5-second turn penalty there. Yayan has. Which is not good because Giant, I mean, he was racing in a really good position earlier. He's down into P9 at the moment. Jake Chapman back up to P10, obviously, with those time penalties that I think he might have served. And, yeah, I mean, Danshaw obviously serving that drive-through, but he's up to P7, so he's still pretty much happy at the moment. I think he's gained a few positions there because he was P10 a moment ago. So, obviously, gained the positions from the pit stops. But, yeah, that's both the Mercedes on the soft tyres. And at the moment, it doesn't look like... I mean, Charlie is on the hards. We've got Ruben on the hard tyres as well. I don't know who's going to win this. I mean, obviously my thoughts would be on Joe Bean or Max Chapman. But it's all to play for still, right? It's all to play for. It's all depending on tyres. I mean, yeah, Jake hasn't served the speeding... Ah, okay, so Jake still might have a 5-second time penalty to serve. Lots of people with track limit warnings, though. I mean, have you guys enjoyed the race so far? I've certainly enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I'm the only one commentating, but I promise you it's just my bad planning. It's just bad planning, I think. I need to sort out at least somebody, if we can. But yeah, as things stand, I mean, this is the last lap the safety car's going around, then we will be going green again. It's just trying to bunch up everybody. Again, I'm hoping that people can bunch up to the back of the safety car. I think regardless anyway, I think the safety car's coming in at the end of this lap anyway. But all this time it's helping the soft runners, you know, it's helping them. I was not expecting to see as many softs in this race, actually. But I think it's just because there's been so many safety cars, it allows the drivers to go for the softer tyre compounds to make it to the end. But again, this is very, very helpful for the safety car restart because everybody can recharge their ERS. Ocon flashback, Ian, do I have to wait till after the race to report an incident? You can, I mean, ideally, yes, but if you want to send a message, it won't, you know, I'm not bothered either way. It just won't get looked at, drafts until after the race, mate. But if you want to send it, then by all means, you're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to. Yeah, sorry to hear what happened, though. Doesn't sound great. Josh winning it, do you reckon? I mean, he's in P10, he's got points. He's a reserve driver, and he's got points at the moment, so big up to Josh. Big up to Josh. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed my waffle for the last hour and 13 minutes. We haven't got too much longer to go. I've very much enjoyed the race, and it's bunched up everybody for hopefully sort of a last 5-lap shootout. Or yeah, it'll be 5 laps, I think, because at the end of this lap, it'll be turning into lap 26. But yeah, this will be another Joe Bean restart here. So regardless of whatever strategy they've gone on, I don't really think strategy is really... I mean, I suppose it's been somewhat crucial, but... yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, it doesn't look great at the moment. In my opinion, it's not looking great for Jack Hopkins, Torben Schutt, or Ruben, because they're all on different tyre compounds. They will be overtaken by Noah Lockwood, Dan Shaw, Middlefeld, Jake, potentially Josh as well, unless they're very good at defending. But yeah, hopefully the safety car is coming in at the end of this. Dub race, dub stream, dub quali. Empire's a dub as well. Massive dub, mate. Massive dub. Can you put the overlay back to time? Yes, sorry, I think I just have done that. Sorry, Max, I do apologise. It's back on time, don't worry. Do not worry. Yeah, the only one we're waiting. Guys, the safety car not coming in. We got another lap. No, the drivers don't want this. It'll be a 4-lap shootout. I think it's because they're waiting for the Haas of... Who is the Haas? Is that... Oh, I think there's some unlapped cars amongst this as well then. It looks to me that potentially Gabe is a lap behind. But yeah, unfortunately, I thought the safety car would come in at the end of the lap, but apparently not. It's the lapped cars. Yeah, it is the lapped cars. It's the Alfa Romeo. I'm just curious. So yeah, we've got So okay, Gabe is currently in the middle. I feel sorry for Gabe. So Gabe's currently P15, and he's slotted himself between... Oh no, I hope Gabe goes out the way on this safety car restart. But we've got the Alfa Romeo of Gabe. He's currently P15, who's currently P4 on the P5 under the safety car. So hopefully he'll sort of dive out the way and allowing everyone to do a proper safety car restart. But everyone's on 100% ERS as well. Hopefully Gabe knows what he's doing, because he's already used like 4 front wings this race, and I feel sorry for him, but hopefully he'll be alright. Just hopefully Gabe can move out the way on this restart. And everyone's taking it very slowly here. It looks like all the grid has managed to catch up And it looks like it is, yeah, Dylan Harrison who's just caught up with the back of the grid. So we will be going green again at the end of this lap. Thank you for your patience as well, guys. I do very much appreciate it. I'm sure if you are an F1 fan, you are enjoying yourself here, hopefully. I've tried to make it as entertaining as I possibly can. I know there's just one of me, but we're having a good time, and hopefully the drivers are, and you guys are as well. That's why we do it. I mean, we've got still 5 laps left of the season. If you are just tuning in as well, that's currently the Drivers' Championship. We've got Max Chapman who with 102 points in 4 races. Incredible stuff. Jack Hopkins 68, incredible stuff. Charlie, incredible stuff, 56. And then a reserve driver of Max Chapman's brother with 27 points, getting ahead. So currently a reserve driver has more points than Joe Bean. So yeah, safety car is in this lap though, which is good to see. And then there's the constructors. So Mercedes leading by about 36 points to McLaren. And then Ferrari 12 points behind McLaren. But it's all going to change anyway. It's all going to change. Do you make the HUD yourself? No, I stole it from SimHub. I say stole it. I downloaded it. I obviously coded it all myself. Yeah, I didn't code it myself, but like I put it all on the stream and stuff. But yeah, lots and lots of weaving here from Joe, getting as much heat as they possibly can into the tyres. I think we'll go on board with. Let's go on board with Jack Hopkins here. Then we can see the front 3 battle out. Joe B might go early. He might go late, but he's about to go very, very early here. He has gone already. Jack Hopkins using up as much ERS there straight off the bat, keeping it nice and tidy. And it looks like, yeah, Joe Bean swerving all over the place. Obviously, no overtaking until turn 1. We jump over to Max Chapman here. It's gone blue flags. Gabe Edelman has... it looks like Dan's gone straight into the pits, actually. Interesting. I don't know why Dan's gone in the pits, but maybe he's... Maybe that's a strategy call for Mercedes. As there's a yellow flag sector 1. What's happened back here? I don't know. I think we're okay. It's gone green again. But interesting from Dan. I don't know if anyone saw what happened to Dan there. Whether or not that was strategy or he meant to do that. But yeah, Dan in the pits for some fresh, soft tyres. But yeah, we're going for the last sort of 3-4 laps of this Grand Prix. Joe Bean getting a good restart there, keeping his pole position. Or not pole position, but keeping him first place for the race win. Max Chapman in P2. Ruben in P3, getting very, very closely chased behind by Jack Hopkins. Oh, was that something for it to fly off? I don't know. I swear, maybe I'm seeing things. Yeah, okay, there was no front wing end plate. We're good. It might just be reflections here, as the front 4 are very, very tightly packed here, as they're all swerving around like an absolute snake here, going into turn 13, turn 14, round the hairpin, keeping it nice and tidy from everybody. Josh up to P9 as well. Let's go McLaren P2. I'm a McLaren fan in real life as well, don't worry. I'm a McLaren fan in P1. Is Max Chapman? I missed this. What happened? Max Chapman's in the lead. I don't know if Joe B might have had a little bit of a bad exit, but Max Chapman has retaken the race lead there, getting ahead of Joe Bean. So all Max has got to do is put his head down and go, go, go. Providing that Joe Bean doesn't use DRS. He will have DRS though, so I mean, I'm not saying Max has won this because it's all to play for the Red Bulls. They could coincide quite nicely, pushing each other along to try and get back the race wing. However, there's only 3 laps left of the session. Joe Bean, I don't know what happened to Joe. He literally had the restart as well. Max is actually Verstappen. Max is a flyer, mate. He is absolutely on it. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, we've currently got a Red Bull P2, P3, a Mercedes with P1 there. Currently 1.6 seconds ahead of Joe Bean. I need to use these overlays a little bit more, but that's the current gap between the two of them. And yeah, we will see if that gap can close as well. There's a little bit of touching here between the McLaren of Ruben. Ruben and Charlie there. No, not Ruben and Charlie. Ruben and Jack. And there's so many players. There's so many people here. Players, brilliant. So many races and names to remember. But yeah, Max Chapman pulling very well here. Unfortunately, Dan short up to P14. Now, I don't know if that was maybe that was a drive-through for Dan, although he has changed his tyres. I don't think it was a drive-through. Just be interested to see. Oh no, Jack Hopkins! No, not the McLaren. He's gone around at the hairpin. He's left the session as well. That might have been an Alt F4. Jack Hopkins. No, he's going to be on AI as well. It's caused a yellow flag. It has not caused a safety car though. I don't know if he got run or like rear-ended or not, or if he lost it himself. But I will re-invite him if he wants another invite. But yeah, that's really sad from Jack. He was up there. He was in P3, potentially even getting a P4, potentially even be able to get a podium, and he's lost it on the hairpin. Not what we want to see from McLaren at all. F for Hopkins in chat. F for Hopkins in chat. I will just go in quickly. I don't know if Jack will be coming back. I don't know if he will. I feel like that was a little bit of a rage quit, unfortunately, but I completely understand. But I will send him another invite, providing I can see his name over this overlay. Hang on a minute. I don't know if he is here, but I will send him another invite just in case he does want to come back. If he doesn't, then that's okay. I understand the pain that he's going through. Jake Chapman, though, all this time, I mean, this has obviously allowed Jake to get ahead of the Ferrari of Torben. Jake's obviously had an absolute mare of a race as well. You know, pit speeding offences, whatever. He's had everything thrown at him. So Jake's done very well here to get to a P7. Josh getting a P1 at the moment. Stein, the Alpines are doing well. P8 and P9. Battling here, though. It looks like I'm not too sure what's happening. Josh is on a speed run right now. Absolutely flying through the pack. Max Chapman's got a 4-second lead. Oh, Ryan Thomas losing it a little bit there. Hitting the front left to the rear right of the Williams of Josh there. But yeah, Josh getting another move done there. Yain might be able to collect that back. But brilliant racing from everybody, and all the ERS is being used. We've got 1.5 laps left of racing here, as Max Chapman has just stormed it through. Max Chapman is like, what is this? I don't even know. 4.6 seconds in the lead. I don't know what's happening to Joe. Maybe his tyres are... I mean, Joe did pit after Max, though. But all this time, Joe's sort of not letting his teammate pass. Joe's, you know, they're letting the Red Bulls battle. All this time, Jake Chapman comes through, gets 2 places. He's overtaken both of the Red Bulls up to P2. Holy moly, what a move. I mean, okay. Fair enough to him. He saw a gap and he went for it. That's an AlphaTauri up into P2, ladies and gentlemen. Ferrari in P4. Joe Bean down to P6. He was on the safety car restart in P1. Joe's lost 5 positions in the last 2 laps here. Currently, it's a Chapman 1, Chapman 2. Archie's retired from the session, but it's too late for a safety car. Commiserations for the Alpine. They were racing and contending for points here. Dan's up to P12. Ruben now in P3. Potentially Ruben can, you know, steal this P2 from Jake. There's 1.5 laps to go. It's all to play for here. It looks like Archie might have retired in the pits there. He's just diving through the pits. But yeah, Jack Hopkins, again, is one of the drivers that I'm so sorry to see. Gabe's got a 3-second time penalty, but yeah, commiserations for Jack again. He's just losing it on that hairpin. I feel really bad for him. He's left Discord and he's not in the Discord call either. So I really do, you know, commiserations for Jack there. At the moment, but at the moment, Chapman 1, Chapman 2, Ruben in P3, sorry, Josh O'Mara up to P8. Go on, Josh. If we have a look at game positions lost since the start of the race, everyone is green in the top. What is this? Everyone's doing really well here. Michael Wimmer's up P7, 7 places, much the same as Dylan Harrison. Haas is doing bits. Joe Bean down to P10. What's happened to Joe? Is Joe on low fuel mode? What's happened to Joe? He hasn't got drive in the car. I want to say he's on low fuel mode. I don't think... I mean, it's not gone yellow where he's driving through, though. But at the moment, yeah, Joe Bean's lost this. He's not even get points this race. As Jake receives a free time penalty. That's crucial. Jake's received another time penalty. Much the same with Dylan as well. Not good to see from Joe, though. I don't know what's going on with Joe. But yeah, at the moment, Max Chapman is very much in the lead. Jake does have some time penalties, so we might be able to see a Red Bull and a Ferrari here on podium. But it looks like Ruben, regardless of the time penalty or not, he's going to be fighting for that P2 position. Jake going really wide here, battling for this. We're on the last lap of the race as well. And all this time, I mean, all the drivers are still racing up to the line. This is crazy. But yeah, absolutely loving it at the moment. It looks like now Charlie's got ahead. Well, Charlie's going to be fighting to get ahead of Jake. Ruben's now up to P2, 5.7 seconds behind Max Chapman, who's in the lead of the race. But yeah, I don't think Max will be overtaking Jack Hopkins, but they are quite close to be blue flagged there. But yeah, these top 5, these 4 people here, P2 down to P5, battling like crazy till the end of this race. I don't know what order they're going to finish in. Still 2 more DRS straights coming up. But yeah, commiserations for Joe Bean, though. Now he's out of the points. It'd be interesting to catch up with Joe straight after the race. But yeah, Noah Lockwood done really, really well here. P5 for Noah, considering I know his game was having loads of issues earlier as well. But Max Chapman, the man, the myth, the legend. I mean, he's raced 31 laps, not really led many of them, but he has gone ahead and won the Singapore Grand Prix, taking it home for Mercedes. P2 will be Ruben. P3 is Jake. However, will he keep that? No, he won't. That pushes Charlie up to P3, Noah up to P4, Jake claiming P5 there after his time penalties, Stein in the Alpine P6 with his teammate retiring, and Yain Thomas without a front wing does indeed cross the line for P7 there, and we do have Michael Wimmer finally completing a race. Congratulations, Michael, on completing that race. Well done. P7 for you. Johan Thomas, P8, unfortunately. I don't know if he has some time penalties. Michael went up to P7. Joe Bean does get points, though. He's up into P9. 2 points for Joe Bean. Dan Shaw gets a point for Mercedes as well, considering the mare of a race that he's had. Dylan Harrison, sorry. P11 in the Haas. And Jack Hopkins and Gabe Dolman are a lap behind. But yeah, GG in chat, guys. Well done to all the drivers. Commiserations to some, GGs to others. But yeah, well done to Max Chapman, Ruben, and Charlie for claiming podium. Noah just missing out on a podium there, but he'll be very, very happy there with P4. Very, very happy indeed. But yeah, well done, GG, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that race. I certainly had fun. There was 4 safety cars, a virtual safety car in the mix as well. But yeah, some of the driving is questionable, but there was a lot of good racing there as well. So what happened to Joe? Well, I don't know. Well done, Michael. Well done. GG, Max for Chapman. Nice. Yeah, I'll be interested to catch up with Joe as well. I'll try and let you guys know. I mean, I can send you guys an invite to the Discord server if you guys if you guys would like to join the Discord server for Kenco F1, you're more than welcome to join it there. That's where we do all the behind the scenes stuff and everything. 55-minute race that was. It's currently 9:10. But yeah, congratulations to all the drivers that made it to the end, and commiserations to all the drivers who didn't. But yeah, there you go. Look, Ruben starting in P6 and claiming second. Max Chapman starting second, claiming first. Charlie fifth to first. Noah will be happy with that, but his teammate... I feel bad for Jack. I do feel bad for Jack. Where did he finish? Oh, he finished in P13, started 4th. Oh no, I'm looking at the number of stops, sorry. Not grid position. But yeah, GG, guys. Well done indeed. Well done to the lot of you. And what we'll do, we'll head back over to, I call it the skybox, but I don't really know if it is a skybox. But yeah, well done to everyone. If you are joining the Discord, by the way, I will try and get your roles sorted when we can. But yeah, well done to everybody. Good race. Some of the racing needs to be improved, but at the same time, it was still a very good, enjoyable race for a majority. For those of you joining the Discord, I will assign you all the roles in the next minute or so. And you're obviously more than welcome to join in. And if you want to get involved, become a reserve driver or anything like that, you're more than welcome to. Just drop me a Discord DM or just say something in one of the chats, and I'll try and help you out. But yeah, good race. Guys, we'll probably head out quite promptly, if that's okay. But obviously, I do want to say massive thank you to everyone who has tuned in. We will be live again with some more flights over the next few days. But yeah, we'll be back live again next Saturday for Silverstone, sorry. And it's a pleasure to have you all here. Hopefully you've enjoyed the race. And we'll update all the driver standings and stuff like that and let you guys know. We'll be here next Saturday. Yes, it's about 7:30 UK time. We normally go live, something like that. But yeah, great racing by a majority. But yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna head out, and yeah, thank you to all the drivers as well. Thank you to all of you guys, and have a lovely evening. All right, adios, guys. Bye bye. That's the wrong one, Ian. That's not what I meant to play. I was meant to play this one. I had one job. Brilliant. Well done, everybody. See you soon. Good night.